All right, we cut this break even shorter than it already was. Here we go, second quarterfinal of the day. Will it be such a one-sided affair as the first one? It's Infi facing Foggy, the last Western representative, fighting for the semifinal against Lawlion. Infi, he looked hella strong in the group stage, man. I don't know how people... like... how can Foggy defeat him? That's the big question here. We have to rush this a little bit, but here we go. It's Foggy versus Infi. What are your thoughts on this match?
It's going to be very fun to see. No easy game for Foggy, of course. Playing from the Ukraine, he's going to be playing with a ping disadvantage here. And Infi and him, they have a long-standing history in WGL. Foggy has been able to beat Infi before, but most of the time, it went Infi's way. And now, under bad conditions, Foggy is not going into this as the favorite. Everyone is expecting Infi to win. But everyone, pretty much, was also expecting Lin to win. Upsets can happen. Surprises can happen. But Foggy will need to play out of his mind in this game here. Good thing is, Foggy always plays best in the WGL.
That's absolutely true. He is facing an Infi who was the WGL champion before, back in 2015. Since then, only one grand final. The past 2 episodes, he was eliminated in the group stages. Foggy, as you said, 8 participations, 7-time playoffs. He looked pretty good against TH, especially on map 2, but then kinda threw it away. If he can disable these mistakes and play a little more stable, play a little less greedy, use his advantages for the long run, then he might have a shot here. As you say, there is rich history between them in the Gold League for sure. They met the first time in 2016, Infi eliminated him. They met in 17, Infi eliminated him. They met in 18, Infi eliminated him, 3-0 in the quarterfinals. And then in winter 2018, Foggy finally got the comeuppance and defeated him 1-3. There seems to be a little thing here that Infi doesn't like Foggy too much. We talked about this with Neutron. There were denied handshakes. There were some issues where Foggy really tried hard to qualify for the Gold League via the NetEase qualifiers. And Infi, in these qualifiers, played random all the time. But against Foggy, he played human, kicked him out, played series for a minute, and then went to random again. So maybe a little bit of an animosity. Foggy said, there's no bad blood, whatever, it's a normal game. But can a WGL quarterfinal be a normal game even? We have a great start for Foggy with the Potion of Mana, Infi with an Archmage and Crystal Ball.
Both opting for the fast level 2. Question is Infi gonna try to play the fast expansion? That's very dangerous potentially against the Keeper Archer style. But yes, he will. He will attempt the expansion. Peasants remain at the natural. And here we go. Fast expo. As quick as it gets. Creep 1 camp into expansion right away. This will probably mean the Keepers, the AM is going to be stuck on level 2 for quite some time. But the Keeper also not level 3 yet. We have seen what a kill threat level 2 Entangle has in this matchup, in the matchup against Orc. So Infi will want to delay that as much as possible.
Okay, oh, take care. Don't get surrounded here, Foggy. Good block by Infi, showing immediately how it's done. An insane block by Infi. The arrival of the Keeper is so much delayed already. And good damage, of course, as well. Blocking with the Footman up front. Right clicks with this Archmage from the back. Tremendous play by Infi.
Putting so much damage here on the Keeper. Some peasants will be going down. There's no way around that, but limiting the losses is a big deal. So we are counting here how many kills there are. That's 2 peasants so far. And I think that's it. I think that's all. That's totally fine.
Wow.
Some more peasants, I believe, came from the main. But it's also important for Infi to retain a high peasant count in the main base. To be able to call militia and have good lumber. He has 4 lumber peasants there at the moment. Which isn't the most, but he's making more. And Foggy is waiting for tier 2 to finish. On tier 2, he's going to add a Naga. He's going to get more and more archers. But he also needs to get level 3 here. Isn't there quite yet.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation for Foggy now what to do. You have to stop or slow down Infi's economy. You have to creep at the same time. You also need to tech. There's a lot of objects for Foggy right now. He is not losing any archers. That's good. He's not forgetting any moon worlds like he did before. And the tech is progressing quite quickly. But Infi, whoa. Whoa, this tech is so early.
Okay. When is defend finishing? Because if he doesn't have defend, these footies will die like flies.
We've seen this so many times indeed. Sorry to cut you off. The keeper, even if it's not the greatest early game, the early mid game with Entangle and Archer right clicks against Footman, that's also what Starshape said. Like many humans make the mistake of just donating the Footman away for a little bit of time, but that's also so much experience. This moment for Foggy counts.
We have the Naga now, plus a handful of archers. Infi's gonna be in a defensive position here for quite a while. Foggy even creeps the marketplace.
Whoa.
Double of win proxy. What is this, WCA qualifier 2015?
It's WCA qualifier all over again indeed. Hippo Rider play by Foggy. And that's a cool thing to do, I think. He knows that Infi is the favorite. Infi has the better conditions. Usually Infi beats him, so go out of your way and play something that is not normal, that might even catch an Infi by surprise. But he got double racks already.
Yeah. We heard rumors about this. The double racks mass defense footies, is it actually a strat? Is this the secret strat against the keeper mass archer?
Huh? And it works wonderfully with a rifle transition to Foggy's Hippo Riders.
True. Does he have a blacksmith yet? I don't believe he does.
Ooh. That also could be an issue then. Defend now.
Defend. Yeah, a little late it seems. But only 2 footies so far went down. It's not the end of the world. Foggy's still holding back. This is pretty cool. He can snipe the Tuskar camp of his opponents and then quickly get the reinforcement of the Hippo Riders there.
Yeah.
But, you know, with this keeper, you're supposed to find a ton of kills and snowball completely out of control. It's not quite happening yet.
It's okay, I think. It's okay for both. I like the positioning by Foggy there, contesting the Tuskars, making sure that Infi doesn't really want to fight yet because of the strong entangle. With that, he's also hiding his Engine of Wind position, and he takes that camp away. And now Infi takes a peek into Foggy's main, and he's like, wait, there's something missing here. Where are your tier 2 buildings? What is happening?
There's only 1 arcane in the main. That is certainly not enough. The blacksmith was late. He still can't go for rifles. This counterattack needs to do a ton for Infi. He's getting level 3, finding level 2 elementals. The keeper staff's back. But Foggy, can he hold this by himself?
Foggy again with his favorite item. It's a lot of footman, it's a lot of damage, but there's also a lot of entangle thanks to that big potion. He is trying so hard to take this tower down because then floodgates are open. Naga is still in this defense. Tower is down. TP forced by Infi. But there's very limited anti. One of the wind even used, but that Moonwell stays up and Foggy is not supply stuck. The Naga is trapped though, and that is kill number 1. Only level 2, not the biggest deals because the army for once is way more important than the heroes are.
Yeah. Little mistake there by Foggy though. Putting the Naga into the main, walking into the semi-wall off.
I think he needed it to kill the tower. That was the little tiny bit of damage that was missing.
Is that worth it though? It was only an arcane.
He's taking out more casters. That's pretty nice. But now Infi knows what's up and Infi can react, and Infi does react with rifles.
Oh, the keeper getting storm bolted and surrounded.
Instant TP, but not without taking another rifle out. Oh, moves out of TP range to keep up the pressure. And he kills more units. This is a very, very smart play by Foggy. Also well executed. But Infi is still on 2 bases. Has the infrastructure to react. Oh no, Keeper's stuck again. How did that happen? Stormbolt right clicks. It's another TP gone. That can't happen.
Yeah, it was the staff before and the TP now.
Okay. Okay, that's only 1 TP. It's not that bad, but... Wow, the Engines of Wind now taking part in the fight, actually.
Foggy stole the last hits there with the Hippo Riders on the big Ogre Magi. That was pretty cool. The Naga is back. Footies are... A lot of them are going down here.
There was more right-click, more last hits.
Did he steal all the last hits?
Yeah, he stole the entire camp. 4-4 keeper now. The last hits of Foggy versus Human Man. First against TH on the Granite Golem on AZ. And now this. He is getting a lot of kills.
Absolutely. He's also getting quite a few footies here, isn't he?
My god. Infi still at 50. Of course, 2 base. Triple production. But there's still no big answer. He's trying with gyros now.
They are pretty good against these Hippo Riders, but of course you need a decent amount of them.
What is Foggy's transition, though? We saw the Engines of Wind were already uprooted, used them in the fights. Foggy's donating a lot of these Hippos, is he? Oh, he's taking out all the gyros!
Yeah, he unloaded the archers, but it also makes the archers now vulnerable. And there's a cooldown on that. He can't mount them instantly again. The Naga's level 3, Keeper 2 at AM 4. That's also a big level up, but still mass production coming out of Infi. Mass rifles, and possibly also gyros.
We have an Engine of Wind in the human base. This is a crazy, unusual game. Foggy again, showing why he's so good at Gold Leagues. Always prepared with his coach Puch. One of the wind used on the MK now, getting revenge. For the first one here, used earlier.
More and more rifles are coming. I think Infi is stabilizing here. Once the Keeper runs out of mana, there's not so much Foggy can do here anymore. He summons the Treants. He's getting mana burned from the one of Mana Steal. He's getting surrounded again. The Keeper in trouble. Has the staff out. He's trying to transfer an item. The staff given over. Last second saves him.
He knows that this is...
Stormbolt on the Naga, and she can't save herself. She might be going down. And one more hit. She must be gone. Stormbolt?
At least 2 Stormbolts taken out, but that's a level 3 Naga. This costs a lot. And Foggy is still only on 1 base. The clock is ticking for Foggy. Losing another production building. Buys the Naga back from the tavern. This all in doesn't seem to be working. There is a transition now to tier 3, but it's so late.
Yeah. That is gonna take quite some time. Time that Infi is gonna gladly take to stabilize more on his bases. More and more rifles are coming. He's finally gonna have the luxury for more arcane sanctum production as well. So he's gonna have a good amount of priests with Dispel, I imagine, soon. He's gonna be able to claim a middle camp as well. Map control flips over to the human with this defense. And Foggy is in a world of trouble now.
Yeah, it was a good attempt. But you don't trick the Iceman with all his experience with the WCG titles to his chest. That doesn't happen. Item for Foggy, Warsong Battle Drums. Good damage increase, but is that enough at this stage?
Good scouting going on here. Infi, what's he going to transition into? Not so easy for the human to, for example, go tier 3. When you have rifles and priests already, going tier 3 is really valuable, can be really valuable for Inner Fire and Triple Hero, but lumber is very low. Infi's lumber is down in the dumpster thanks to all that economy harass. Now might be the perfect time for a Shredder, actually.
I think that's why he's going to the lab, or one of the reasons why he's going to the lab. Foggy is super short on resources either, though. I don't know, is he trying to go for Mountain Giants?
I think marksmanship archers first, perhaps a Potem, and then MGs. That's normally what we see, perhaps a little bit of bears. But Infi, I think, did not get the Shredder. He's just muscling up like crazy on tier 2, on 2 bases.
Infi's transitions were always a little expensive, but you can also use them in the late game. Like, rifles are always good, you do have the casters. Even the workshop isn't useless because you can go for more mortar teams. Oh, and this army is getting scary. 70 supply human death push.
Yeah. MK doesn't have an invul. That's a little scary. If he gets entangled, focused, orb of venom and everything, might find himself in trouble. But Foggy's army isn't that big yet. He doesn't even have a single orb of venom yet. I imagine he will buy one now. And he does.
Naga, by the way, with mana shield as well. Becoming the orb carry later, but it's only one orb and no bottom yet. Foggy's so short on resources. Feels like he's playing with 4 wisps. He's always low at like 150 gold at max.
And here comes the push. Infi crept his way towards the opponent's base. Took out a few trees in between, and now 75 supply knocking on the front door.
Yeah, Foggy isn't ready. He has one mountain giant out, but the upgrade is still in queue. Stormbolt immediately. Ooh, this MG is supposed to tank so much, but Infi realizes the upgrade is missing. Puts all the focus fire on this MG, but good position. A tiny little entrance only. Mountain giant blocks that. The archers are safe in the back. Can the orb work its magic?
Kiting backwards, archers can't really reach. There's very little damage only flying towards Infi's army. And the confidence on him. Without invul, without heal scroll, without tier 3.
Yeah.
He's just pushing here. That's how strong he's feeling. With like 10 rifles or something.
76. 30 supply lead for the human. Yeah, he's trapping him in its own base. Moon Juice is empty. Has to go for the Moonstone here. More expenses. And Foggy, he doesn't even have the Moon Wells to support a 60 supply army. Level 4 MK. He's just choking him out.
Yeah, seems like Foggy here can't fight too well. Or is he gonna dot him to death over time? Alright, Infi doesn't like the way this is looking anymore. He's gonna TP out. Even gets level 5.
Nice.
And didn't lose much at all.
Patient play by Infi, waiting for the tier 3. This wasn't the death push that we expected it to be. This was just distraction to buy time for tier 3. And then Paladin against the hero focus. Knights, mortars, frag shards, inner fire, staffs. This is a wonderful upgrade for Infi. And this is exactly the difference of these S tier players compared to the tier 1 players. When you have an advantage, don't like headlessly run into the wall over and over and over. Just play your advantages.
Yeah, looking outstanding now for the human. Foggy got another red camp item, which is really nice.
Unholy Aura.
Absolutely. He's got 2 amazing auras here. If he ever does get to 70, 80 supply, maybe he can look strong again. But he's still with a big, big deficit. Retraining now on the MK, going into clap at this late game stage.
That makes sense. That was already the key for Sock against Alice in the group stage. That was against Bears, but it saves fulfills the same purpose. Bottom now for the 3rd aura. 2-shot aura. Foggy at 62 supply. Infi almost maxed out, just waiting for the tier 3 upgrades. He can't go for a Paladin with this army at the moment.
Yeah, Paladin would be really nice. That additional healing from the Holy Light makes a world of difference. I'm surprised that he's spending his supply on something other than the Pally. But maybe when something dies, he's going to add him in once again. Going Mortars. 2-2 upgraded, by the way. 3rd attack upgrade coming in. Inner Fire must be in queue as well. Wow, and Frag Shards. Oh boy.
The value of this army. The value of this army is crazy. Yeah, Inner Fire is ready. This is insane.
Oh boy.
And Foggy can just, like, there's nothing to do for him. There's no way to expand. He's trying to have this one great fight in his base with almost equal supply. Level 5 Naga shortly with level 3 Fork Lightning. That's really good against rifles.
Yeah, true. She's actually really leveled.
Seems to be Foggy's game plan throughout this tournament, and third base by Infi. Wow.
Again, a transition behind the push. Really good.
He owns this map.
If Foggy somehow takes a decent fight though and survives, Infi's main and Expo are gonna run out at the same time.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna be down to one base again.
We are getting close to mining out the bases. We're at the 20-minute mark.
Stockpiling quite a few resources now though is Infi. Also getting upgrades like crazy.
Does this man do mistakes? Like, never, right?
Well, even he is mortal, so he sometimes makes some. But rare to see. Especially seemingly in this tournament.
3 MGs. Foggy brave enough to move out. Is he pushing towards this Expo? Is that necessary?
Shout out to Todd, by the way. Inner fire rifle's looking good again. AM! If he's out of position, he's taking a lot of damage.
He had a TP. He had a heal scroll. Should be fine. Knight's coming. Foggy with a little bit of harass in the main. Is it hero focus? Wow, Infi town portaling immediately, respecting the focus fire. The clap, though! Oh! It's only level 2 at the moment, but this will be stronger in a second. Mortar teams are the perfect spot. Heroes trying to aim for the Archmage, I guess. He's just going for the heroes. Spreading the Orb of Venom now. It's 3 of them. That is sick damage over time. But do you have the time? Is the question. Mortar teams frag shots. Foggy is trying to dance. Hard to do on this ping, obviously. Mountain Giants are just gone. He put so much focus on them. He can staff 1, but this is 14 supply about to drop, and look at the backline. It just suffers, and it feels like nothing is really dying for Infi.
I did lose some supply there,
yeah,
but he's got 70 still, and he may have even queued a pally at this point.
The defense, the Chinese wall of Infi. Foggy at 50. He will have no income in a second, but he can move his tree over. I guess that's what Infi is waiting for. 1 MG. Only 1 mortar here. Takes out 1 rifle as it seems. Not even that. Fog lighting. Whoa! 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 That Mountain King focus fire. Pretty sick. But Infi has the staff ready. Saves him to 3 HP. Even the Orb of Venom wasn't enough. Foggy looking for the Hail Marys.
The fact that Infi kept his MK alive so well, with never being able to get involves, is so crazy.
Yeah.
And now he's almost level 5.
Expo mined out. Foggy's main mined out. Infi is still getting a couple of gold coins from the main. 1,000 gold for Infi.
And now we finally have the pally. That makes a big, big difference.
Yeah, hero focus over now.
If the MK is too far forward, it's still an option. It's only level 1 Holy Light. It is 3 Orbs of Venom. This is a lot of damage.
Yeah, Foggy putting 1,000 gold just into 3 items. That's insane, but as you say, the value is crazy. Big push towards Infi's Expo. This is a TP right away. Can't right-click, though. There was no siege stick. Oh. Smart TP again. Wisps. Tried to connect. Did work. Wait a minute. He's engaging here? The Water Elementals are ready for the Tree of Eternity, but we have a big fight. Observer, please. There we go. Going for the Knight. As you see, the damage is crazy. Mountain King looking for the clap. This time it works nicely. And pushes him back.
Next Entangle is ready, going for the MK, the damage stacking up, Holy Light against it, Dispel against the Entangle, MK goes forward for the next clap. It wasn't that crazy though, MK is about to fall! 1 more Holy Light needs to be staffed! And he is, but the MK is out of the fight!
So is the Mountain Giant here falling, 7 supply gone again, doesn't take this Raider with them, with more poison, there we go, Fork Lightning gets another kill. Keeper gotta be careful, but without the Stormbolt here, maybe not. Foggy with the triple orb getting a lot done. But the Tree of Eternity is not entangling for some reason.
Foggy's pretty much out of mana though.
Yeah.
But he still has the orbs, of course. We can't forget about those. AM far forward, needs to be careful. Keeper getting focused, takes a lot of damage from these rifles. They have scopes, they have bonus damage. It's insane DPS from the rifleman.
Mortar teams connecting nicely to the archers as well. It's another mountain giant ready to fall. But Infi also about to lose 3 riflemen. All the archers, not dancing enough with them. Taunt after taunt, keeper low, Naga at 50%. Archmage in trouble. Is that it? Is that the kill? That is the kill. Foggy fighting like a lion. 1 hero benched, 2nd hero killed, Paladin about to drop as well. Can he keep this up? Foggy down to 24, now entangling upper right. He didn't break the expo, but he did a lot of damage.
Whew. Scary moment right there. MK is back though. How is the Moon Juice looking for Foggy? That's the big question. Seems like pretty good. He was able to recover very well on his heroes. Everyone's full HP, mana's looking decent. And Infi doesn't have the money for the Tavern Revive. Level 5 hero? That's super expensive. That's like 700 gold.
Yeah. Close to level 3 bottom now. Foggy is mining again. He's got to be careful about these knights. Infi, smart. Splitting 2 knights away from his army. Moving it to the upper till 12 o'clock. And Foggy, can he react? There's no TP. There's a staff whatsoever, but we can't really do that. Keeper is in the north. Moves home though. There was a lot of lost time, and Infi anticipating this move. Both keep their expos up.
Yeah, there's no MGs yet, so if Foggy engages into a fight, he's gonna open himself up to being vulnerable in the backline. With the heroes, with the archers.
Foggy mining again. Infi's mining. Interrupted for now. Good usage of the treants. This can and probably will happen over and over again. Getting another kill here.
Infi,
Level 6 keeper. How did that happen?
Oh, good question. Peasants, I guess.
He jumped from... That was weird. He made a big jump there. Just from peasants? Maybe.
Infi got his first invul of the game, by the way. Just a few moments ago. And that will make a big difference. This means you can play this MK much more boldly.
Still moving across the map without an Archmage. He's back now. You see the lack of Brilliance Aura. Priests are kind of low on mana. Paladin is also only level 3. Water Elemental's level 3. Interesting choice. I'm not too sure if it's the right one. There's no Dispel except Wisps. Okay. Oh, lots of peasants here now. Can easily rotate them out. Mountain King diving into the base. The fact that Foggy is still alive is insane.
But still, fighting uphill. We can see it reflected in the supply.
Luca D. Alright. This is a very, very limited army. This is heroes only. He's looking for the hero focus with Fork Lightning, but yeah, with Inner Fire, with this Paladin. Paladin out of mana now, though. Does he have a second shot?
Infi's pushing forward, looking confident. Taking out more and more buildings with the mortar teams, and the army is covering them.
Wow. That's so smart. He's taking out the water elementals, man. That's a little bit of experience, but it's not even money that Infi is losing. It's just mana.
Doing damage over time with the Orb of Venom. Now Stormbolt flies onto the Keeper. He's taking a lot of damage right away. Clap, follow up. Keeper trying to run away and manages to.
There is a staff ready in case he needs it, but of course the Tree of Eternity on that upper left-hand side. So he's not connecting with his Moonwells. Oh, surrounding the Mountain Giant. Nice. For that, he has Tranquility. Oh, Foggy's super low on Lumber because he uses all the Wisp for detonates. Level 3 Bottom. Little more damage for the heroes. And this one remaining Archer.
Much though. And these mortar teams doing such a great job.
Yeah, wonderful.
Taking out building after building. MK focused now, lots of damage, but there's the Holy Light. Is he going to be forced into the invul as well? Yes. Not yet.
Indeed. 3 knights now. Foggy can't put out all the fires anymore. Especially not the ones from the mortar teams. He has to rebuild his entire
Mega
base.
supply stuck. He doesn't have production anymore.
Yeah. He has 800 gold, but no lumber. He uses the gold wisps.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He needs lumber now to rebuild Moonwells. It's the heroes that keep him in this game for a little. He has to hope for a huge mistake of Infi. Things that never happen.
Trying with the MK focus again. But he's not dying. Not this time. He's taking a lot of damage though.
Yeah, there's no Holy Light anymore. This is his last shot. He's aiming for the Paladin, but there is Divine Shield. Infi not greedy, going for Devotion. And slowly but steady takes out the Mountain Giants.
As MK still has lots of Storm Bolts to use. It's probably a little too dangerous to go in for the clap, but Storm Bolts can still be done with good positioning. And the positioning is looking really good by Infi. Patiently moving forward one step at a time. Now threatening the last couple of buildings that Foggy has left.
What's the saying in English? I don't know. Steady water breaks the stone or something. This is absolutely, like, literally happening here with Water Elementals against the Mountain Giants. This is the last breath of Foggy for sure.
Yeah, nothing's even been dying for Infi for quite a while.
Nope.
Still sitting at 80. He's really rich. Even if he loses, hero could go for Terran Revive. Stormbolt, focus, Keeper in trouble with the clap as well, and he falls! Double level up, GG, and the 1-0 for Infi. Okay,
but a lot more competitive than many viewers would have thought, or we as well. This is the 1-0 for Infi, but it took him 30 minutes. He was in the lead for the majority of the game. He had to defend a curveball strat by Foggy.
Yeah.
This was a good opening. Like, this was not the expected stomp at all. Foggy is ready for Infi.
Yeah, really impressive. Like, this was a mid-game proxy Wind Rider, Hippo Rider all in. That failed. Infi held really well. And Foggy then somehow transitioned out of it and made it a competitive game. Very promising first map between the two. Hopefully we're gonna continue to see them on eye level.
And Foggy, of course, this was a Keeper strat. This was also a cheese strat. He can still play Keeper straight on. He can also still play Warden.
Yeah.
So there's still some stuff to do for Foggy for sure.
Yeah, Keeper or Warden nowadays oftentimes seem very map dependent. Northern Isles is a possible Warden map, but not a really good one. Those are Terra Stand, of course, and Echo Isles. I wonder, if he had just played straight up Keeper, Tier 3, Triple Hero, Mass Archers, would the defend footies have dealt with that well? We still haven't really seen the answer to that question.
No. Yeah, hard to say what Infi still has in his tank. Speaking of tank, could definitely be some tank games down the road as well, in typical human versus Night Elf fashion. Yeah, will Infi finally make his way into a final once again? He's looking hot. He would be facing 2 Night Elves in a row. Probably 3 Night Elves if Moon does it. Into the grand final. Makes tracks
now, I think. Yeah, okay. We kind of missed them earlier because of the short break. Foggy vetoed LR, Infi TM, of course. And Foggy's choice now TS. All right, and that is very, very likely then a Warden game.
Yeah, absolutely. This is where Foggy excels. Warden, multitasking, threatening different spots on the map, into the main, into the economy, at the expo as well. Foggy, Gold League, Terrana Stand, Warden. There's almost no better pairing than this. He eliminated Romantic there multiple times, or Fortitude. He eliminated TH there. In the group stage, TH knew the answer to this. He was super ready. Of course, we know that TH practiced a lot with Lawliot. How about Infi? Can he adapt? Did he get some tricks from TH? Does he even need that? Or does he know Foggy inside out? We'll see about that. Map number 2, 1-0 lead for the Chinese. It is Infi in the upper left versus Foggy for Sparks Esports in the bottom right.
Foggy had some nifty little surprises prepared for TH, like that Ancient of War behind the Renegade camp there, behind the trees. That was really cool. Does he have more of those tricks? Does he have a brilliant creep route? Normally, Foggy, amazing at creeping, and that is so important, especially for the Warden. We're starting off with a standard creep route, going towards the Merc camp right away. That is to be expected. Ancient of War is kind of like far away from the trees, though. How is he gonna eat trees and heal? It's kind of weird, but okay, we'll see how it goes. MK versus Warden. That much is to be expected nowadays. On this map, creeping level 3 is very reliable. Also, expanding easy. Mercenary support, easy to come by. That's things that both MK and Warden really desire and make their game a lot easier, a lot more reliable. So what Infi's gonna do is pretty predictable. He's gonna go Merc into Green into Expo for level 3 and then expanding. And then the MK probably gonna be sharking around the map, making use of the strength of the early level 2 Stormbolt. Foggy's early game, there's a little more creativity there possible. Double Ancient of War creep is normally what we see nowadays. Okay, so he does move the Ancient to the trees and then does the Lightning Shield. Alright, nothing too surprising here. Not a revolutionary creep just yet. Very important here to get the last hits. Footy is scouting. Warden, with a fan of knives, will try to get every single one at the same time. Oh, with the big boy it was a little close. If he loses that experience, that is insanely painful. But he gets it, it's fine. And Plink Fan almost takes out the Shadow Priest. Gets him. That's a lot of mana invested, but also an important creep taken out early.
Okay. That was a little revenge for the block on map 1. Foggy showing, okay, Infi, I can do the same. There's another tree in the upper right. Is it an Ancient of War? Is it a shop? I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, it's an Ancient of War, just like he did against TH.
Yeah.
But yeah, he revealed this before, so I expect Infi will be scouting for that. One scout footman is still running around.
Is he taking a right? Not yet. Foggy will eat through the trees from behind, creep it there. MK, great inventory. Creeping up further, but he didn't scout for it.
And the Warden was chasing the footy for a little while, but then lets him go. And here we are. Lightning Shield creep. Ancient of War starts this camp. The MK is really close, though.
Oh, Infi knows. Now he sees it. Foggy can't prevent this double heal potion. There's definitely better items to be found. Lightning Shield still okay. Stormbolt here, though. Thank God. Oh, Clap as well. Early commitment to the Warden. Kills an archer. A nice experience.
You can afford to spend so much mana with that big mana pot. And that's the Warden. Still pretty far away from level 3. Also, she doesn't have that much mana. No level 2 fan. Yeah. Big mana used.
Ooh, that was supposed to be a blink dodge, but it didn't work. There we go. Maybe due to the ping, that's more mana. That's not a single fan of knives.
I got only one peasant, though. MK, can you reach the Berserker? Oh, that would be such a big kill for him.
Looks good. So far, Warden gets back in. Mana is low anyway. This one footman. Oh, Foggy may be busy in the bottom. Oh, trying to get this tower cancelled instead of the footman. And this Berserker. Stressful multitasking at the moment. Gotta save the Berserker. Gotta do some damage. I think that was the kill for Infi.
Yeah. Trying to protect the peasants here as best as he can. Warden probably gonna use a second heal pot to keep up the pressure.
Wow, that's so much commitment.
Nice deny by Infi. Keeps the experience away from the Warden.
Wow. 1 level difference on Terrana's stand. And blocked and more mana. Sick.
Blinks out, but did not get the Telly Staff, which means the MK is certainly going to get it now. And that was a pretty solid defense. Infi didn't lose that much. Lumber is looking okay. Expansion is finishing.
Foggy is expanding in his own base. So this will take a long time until it's ready. And the Ancient of War, he could just take him out. So then there's no lab creep. Foggy has to play a lot more careful, a lot more passive than he would love to.
And I wonder, shouldn't you... Like, his Ancient of War creep is cool. But if it gets scouted, we can see how much of a problem it can be. Shouldn't you do it in the bottom left? Isn't it way safer in the bottom left?
Feels like it, right? But then you need a lot more time to push north. And maybe you want... Like, if this is working out, let's imagine you get 1 potion of mana, 1 invul potion, and the level 3. The damage you do towards the expansion immediately is insane, but the Mountain King just reigns supreme so far.
Takes out another Berserker. That's both Berserkers down. That is about 500 gold lost. And also a lot of experience to the MK, by the way. Warden not level 3. Footy scouting absolutely on point. Looking for further creeping. Infi playing this really well. And Foggy again in trouble.
How well can he play from behind? What is his opening? Once he gets level 3, he could start the Echo Harass.
This MK is basically 4 already, though. Oh my goodness.
Just got a lot louder.
Really?
Yeah, at least for me. I don't know. Anyway, Foggy needs to find level 3 and he's taking another risk with the laboratory. Infi didn't take out the Ancient of War. So there's still a lot of experience to soak up for Foggy in the south, close to his main. He needs... Oh, Infi stole the Zeppelin! He's so good.
Zapper even! What the hell?
Huh?
Tried to steal the last hit, didn't quite get it.
And now the MK is in. Ooh, Infi is bullying him here now. Forces a TP. Shredder for Foggy, okay.
And this Zeppelin also means Foggy can't use it to drop into the back of the Human Expo to go for more peasant kills. This is such an insanely strong game by Infi. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And now he's going for his own mercs.
Wow.
With the Zep that he just hired. Takes those away from Foggy. At the perfect time when Dryads are going to be coming in, by the way. And also the Zeppelin is going to protect you against Dryad slow.
Yeah, and against
This
Fan.
is ridiculous play by Infi.
The way they find answers. TH and Infi. Always. And it does look even more one-sided than TH's play against Foggy on this very map.
The one thing that Infi doesn't have going for himself is lumber economy. Didn't get the shredder. Can't go to tier 3. Can't rush everything that he wants. But other than that, it's just a picture-perfect game.
Yeah. Infi will probably keep Foggy busy. Like, this is usually Foggy's game. As soon as you have level 3, have a staff, use the fan in the base, in the expansion, keep your opponent busy, but Infi is turning this game plan around and uses it against Foggy.
Warden at the expo. How many kills can she get? The next fan could hurt. Tier 3 tech with only 4 towers. Infi is playing a little greedy, but with how strong of an early he had, I guess he can afford to.
9 minutes. 30,
Does he not have defend here? That would be... Against Riots, you really, really, really want defend usually. But Infi is like, nah, I don't need it. All I need is tier 3.
There's still the X factor of a Warden 5 and 6, but the counters are coming with the Blood Mage with tier 3. Expo still not up 10 minutes in. Heal Scroll, Invo Potion stolen by Infi as well. Foggy can't use many items.
And now Infi is creeping away. Kind of the side of Foggy in the bottom left. Would love to see him go for a Shredder as well. Or is it maybe now too late for a Shredder? That he's on his way to tier 3 already? Wouldn't necessarily think so. Wand of the Wind.
This is a very cool game in the sense that it's not ultra flashy. We don't see the craziest micro moments, but we see the brain working on the map from both players, actually. Foggy is trying to find openings. Foggy is trying to find answers to this almost perfect play by Infi. It's a little slow. It's a little calm, but there's tiny little things happening all the time.
Double telly staff. The Blood Mage brings in more regen scrolls to heal up the footies again. Also has another heal scroll. And this MK is already level 5 before the first real fight.
Yeah, that is true. And how much
bracers for the Blood Mage? Not too bad. We have seen him before getting threatened.
TP out by Infi now. That costs a little, but he can easily afford it. 1,000 gold. We have double workshop. Is he playing tanks against this now?
Certainly looks like it. Play tanks, buy time, creep more, and go for third base. This is what we've been seeing on Terranas for Human for a very long time. This is on the top level, the most common strat, I think. Normally, it's not with this insanely good of an early game, but Infi made that possible for himself with just an insane performance so far on map 2. Foggy is aware this is coming. He's got Ancients of War defensively positioned against the tanks. And somehow the Warden got level 5 now.
Yeah, I have no clue how. Oh, nice clap against the Wisps. That's exactly what Infi wanted. Is it time for the second hero? And how good can the second hero work? Tinker? Probably the best choice.
Yeah. Tinker Rocket's the best thing you have. Especially against Blood Mage.
Mass Dryas trying to snipe the Zeppelin, diving deep for it. Giving the Blood Mage more experience and did not succeed in the end.
For the Pally, there's still 2 big camps left. In the top right, a really big one, and even the Merchant creep on the human side. Foggy unloads, trying to do as much damage, Infi, excuse me, unloads, trying to do as much damage as he can. And he's probably going to TP out to his expansion at some point and then continue creeping. Once he forces Foggy back to this position. Yeah. And with his push, also he's keeping his own economy safe.
That's true. Sometimes aggression is the best defense. Foggy's trying with a lot of Dryads. Moonesque. Ooh. Okay, triple hero is online. Not much mana anymore. Warden is safe for now. But if Infi is really going into tanks, Foggy has nothing. Plays Demon Hunter second that late in the game.
There's no way he can creep him to level 3. There's just no creeps left at all for Foggy.
I don't like this choice at all. Like, even having level 1 rockets to like do a little damage towards tanks, keep them from shooting, and disrupt the siphon mana. The Tinker is already a better choice. What is he trying to accomplish with this Demon Hunter? I really don't know. And he is so dead. Oh my god. As if Infi wants to show him, hey boy, wrong choice.
Foggy at least has a lot of gold, but so does Infi. I'm so impressed with this play. Mana a bit the issue here for the human. Pretty much everything is dry. Would love to have a Brilliance Aura now.
Infi getting ready.
Bottom left, actually.
Yeah, why not? Upper right would be more safe, but bottom left makes it a lot harder for Foggy to grab his third base. Okay, here come the tanks.
And the Warden at this point is supposed to get to 6, or at least be very, very, very close to 6.
Yeah.
But she doesn't get the time. She doesn't get the opportunity to jump into the human economy, because Infi always puts on pressure, always is in the right place. Again, Infi's map positioning is so ridiculously good, just like he showed in the group stage in his games against Orc.
He's so scary. Foggy jumping in, trying to get the Paladin. But staff out. Or one of the wind to counter this. And now the Dryads are falling as well. Infi is towering up the bottom left for a push in case Foggy expands there. Stormbolt Siphon. Wonderful combo. MK forced into an invul though.
But another Warden's out of mana. Not threatening much anymore. Tanks into the main. Oh wow, what a scout by Foggy. With the Hippogriff, sees the towers coming, but it's too late to cancel them.
Infi in the pre-tournament interview saying, "Fear my towers." Foggy should definitely respect them here. Is now supply stuck. Oh, cancels all of them.
Gets the resources back, perhaps to expand bottom right, top right. Yeah, new ivories. And the tanks buying the space in the main.
Yeah, killed the shop. So no potions at the moment. No second orb if he wants to, but I don't think that's the play. This Demon Hunter's just looking pathetic. Upgrade should be very high for Infi now.
More tanks, more drops.
Foggy scouts insanely well and is going for a third base.
Yeah, it's not over yet. Foggy certainly has had a rough game so far, but he's still in this. If he can keep his bottom left alive and prevent the top right expansion, that would be a great play.
Yeah, that's doable with the Warden level 3. He's losing the Entangled now, but look at this. Peasant's dead, Tower's cancelled. Got a Zeppelin on his own now. But we are very, very, very close to a level 3 Blood Mage with level 2 Siphon.
And the Knight Army is starting to come online as well. We're still far away from the Super Knight Army with mass upgrades. It's only a single armor upgrade so far on them. That's a lot of damage towards the expansion right here, though. Not easy to repair against Clap either. A lot of tanks coming in.
Oh yeah, this is a kill tree. And that's level 3. Okay. Oh my, 4 tanks. Only 2 Engines of War. The number of bears are rising. Paladin once again a little bit of trouble. TP transferred. Blood Mage is of course squishy, but there's not real damage. And there's Banished to get out of precarious situations. So, this is a little whack-a-mole game now between the two. Everyone wants 3 bases. Everyone wants to prevent his opponents to get 3 bases. And who can whack the mole better?
Yeah, now again it's about army movement. How do you use your army ideally to put on pressure and ensure your own economy is in a good state? Infi's gonna go top right, trying to defend against the Warden. She's gonna get 1 more kill. Slowly, very slowly, getting to level 6.
Gotta get out there. Really wants this tower gone to just prevent the arcane. But second base is up. No more creeping for Infi. Level 2 Paladin would be nice. Oh, the tanks kill this again. Timings are incredible.
1 tank goes down, but easily worth the sacrifice.
I think you guys can hear it in our voices. Like, this is not the ultra hype thing, but just every move is so important and so well thought out. Feels like we're both a little bit in awe of how they play.
Yeah. I certainly am. Infi is playing an insanely good game here. The big invul use on the Warden, that's the last big item for her. She's gonna take out some more peasants here.
And she's surrounded. Oh, Blink. Okay. Tanks in the main again. How to get out? Just walk? Blink? Okay. With Blink it's possible. Bears defend. Demon Hunter level 2.5. Another tree attempt. 2 Engines of War bottom left. Can he stop this in the upper right again? What?
Infi just lost a lot of tanks right there. He doesn't have the big Knight Army yet. But he's got good hero levels. 5, 3, 2. And Clap level 3. We have seen before how good that can be against Knights. Bears, I mean.
Foggy supply stuck for quite some time. Can't spend his 1000 gold. Not going for items either. Not sure if they're on cooldown at the moment. Invo Potion is an absolute necessity.
Sad Demon Hunter, still not level 3. But he's kind of close. Where's the Warden?
5-6. Yeah, good question. Where is she? I don't see a blue dot on the map anywhere.
She's defending at the expansion, along with the Demon Hunter. Nice Zeppelin to prevent the banish. That's a great play. Or the Siphon, I should say.
Okay, we do have Raw here. Infi's army, not that scary, but the MK certainly is. Siphon against the Demon Hunter, so he wins the mana battle. Holy Light as well. Going for the Blood Mage now. Good right clicks, of course, from the two agility heroes. One of them disabled with the Stormbolt, the other one dropping dangerously low, one of the wind as well. Wow. The army control of Infi is off the charts. Clap again against the bears. He needs a heal scroll, but there is none. Tree is finally up. Dryad's falling. Man, even with the small army, Infi seemingly demolishing him. Everything so hurt for Foggy. Clap again. Kills one bear. The second one about to die. Demon Hunter still not 3. He wants this Blood Mage out, but there's Holy Light over and over and over again. Mana is running kinda low now. But only kinda. And here come more tanks. Wow, the pressure of Infi. Demon Hunter in trouble. Can't be saved. The Zeppelin was there for many occasions, but not now. And the Warden, almost falling as well. And it's again 2 times the supply for Infi. He's whacking the Trees of Life down. And it's just so stable.
Great usage of heroes, items, everything. Oh, Pally in trouble. But there is a staff, as always. Great value out of those as well over time. The Warden trying it with the hero kill with the late game Shadow Strike build. I'm not sure it's the best option, but I guess he tried something. Warden by herself, attempting to do this now. Again, going for the Blood Mage. How much damage has he absorbed in these last few minutes?
He's supposed
really
to be
close to dying. Yeah, needs a TP, I guess.
Okay.
He even banishes himself there towards the end because he knows the first tick of the Shadow Strike doesn't do damage against ethereal targets. That is some high-level stuff.
Yeah, and of course, in the meantime, Infi continues to raid the base, takes out the lore. So first, Foggy had the issue of getting his Moonwell cancelled and being supply stuck so he couldn't produce. Now he has the problem that he doesn't have production buildings anymore, and he's supply stuck on the top of it.
Seems to be pretty much checkmate here. The Warden, the fact that Infi prevented Warden level 6 until now.
Yeah, we are 23 minutes into the game.
It's so amazing.
And yeah, this is why Infi is Foggy's nemesis. His strength are countering Foggy's strength. And that's GG. That's another 2-0. That's 3 match points for the Iceman Infi.
The next 2-0 in our second quarterfinal. Is it gonna lead to the next 3-0? Or can Foggy come back? That was pretty much a perfect game by Infi.
Yeah,
I don't know if we can find any mistakes in that match.
Ridiculous dominance by Infi. From start to finish, from top to bottom. Just ridiculously well done. He knew everything that Foggy would do, starting from the creeps, from the expansion timing. Demon Hunter still, to me, very questionable choice. Oops, flipping my cable away. But I don't think a Tinker would change this.
Yeah, a Tinker would have helped slowing down the Siphon a little bit more. Would have made Infi's life perhaps a little bit more difficult if the Tinker was really well executed. But yeah, it wouldn't have made the huge difference. Tinker still wouldn't have been able to creep. Warden still wouldn't have been level 6.
Yeah.
Just think about this. The Warden level 5 never once was able to blink into the main or economy to kill peasants. Because Infi always was putting on the pressure.
I'm curious if there's another attempt of solving this for Foggy. Like, do you have another special play in mind? Or was that it? Warden didn't work. Keeper Mass Archers looked better, but also didn't work.
The next map for Foggy, I believe, is Echo Isles.
Okay.
And I think that's one of the best Night of maps nowadays. I think might be the best Night of map nowadays. It's a good Warden map if you have a good creep route with which Foggy we should expect. And Echo doesn't allow for a super easy MK first. It is possible, but it's not super easy. And tier 3 triple base is basically impossible. Is impossible.
Yeah. Well, Sock showed it. Triple base was possible for him. After this super crazy early tier 2 push, he took the base and expanded there, but that was Sock and Alice and not Foggy and Infi. Couple of highlight plays here, starting with the Shadow Priest kill early on. At that point, everything was alright, but wow, we skipped like 10 minutes here. This welcoming gift to the Demon Hunter definitely showed the way of the late game. This was a statement of, I won't allow anything from this point on.
And this Shadow Strike build, is that really the way to go?
No. I think it was a little desperate. This was just trying to do something.
Like, if you spam enough fan, over time, with Orb of Venom, these knights should be in big trouble, but with Shadow Strike, not really. And then, when you go Shadow Strike build, you can only focus the heroes.
Yeah.
It's the only thing you can do. If you focus knights, they just get staffed out, and you just wasted all your damage.
True that.
But, like, even if he doesn't retrain, he was very far behind in that game. On our second map, Terran Stand. Now, our third one, Echo Isles. Foggy's next choice.
So far, the winner bracket winners seem to be superior to their lower bracket opponents. Lawlight 3-0 Lin, and now Infi with 3 match points in a row. Foggy was a clear underdog going into this round of 8. He has negative stats against every other player, historically and also this year. There are some players where he's like 0-0 against or 1-1, but yeah, he's a clear underdog. And it shines. Like, Infi playing as dominant as we're used to seeing this. It's now, at the moment, by the way, Infi on a 5-0 win streak against Foggy. And it doesn't seem to be changing.
This would be the stuff of legends, though. If Foggy gets the reverse sweep now, playing from the Ukraine against an Infi looking like this.
Yeah.
The comeback will have to start on Echo Isles.
Yeah. Everybody is talking about the 2 Korean Night Elves. Foggy is playing a good tournament for sure, but it shows that he's just the 3rd best in the world. There seemed to be a little skill gap between them. So Infi, Archmage or MK?
And is it going to be an expansion? I guess so. I mean, if he expanded on Northern, why not here? Normally it's Warden on this map, but Lawlight showed a Keeper here. What's Foggy going to play?
Warden it is. Okay. Echo has Mountain King.
Okay. Very interesting. MK first. Can be played on this map, but you won't be able to get a lot of mana items early, like you can possibly on Terran Stand. And you can't really transition into tier 3 triple base. So this means Infi's options are pretty limited, right? He has to fast expand and then tier 2 push, kind of all in. That is at least what I have seen before with his MK strat. But maybe Infi has cooked up something new.
There was this one game by Blade where he played Mountain King aggressive. Did Infi see that? Got inspired by the European human? I doubt it. But yeah, you're right. This should be easy to read for Foggy. And then he can play from there. It's not the easiest creep route, of course. As you start with the green, it's a very slow start for Warden standards. And Infi has a farm at the bottom right. Or at the mid right, at the Merc camp. So he knows exactly when this big camp is being taken. Shadow Priest again for Infi. Mercenary camp. Not super greedy. I like it. Why not?
It's gonna be a quick level 2 for the MK. Lots of good items here. Especially the pendant. And the ring early. Ring of Regen, that is. Crystal Ball. Alright. Can scout a little bit with that.
Yeah, Infi, one of the best players to process information and turning that into elite for himself. So I guess Crystal Ball is always nice to have for him. Of course, there's better stuff, but...
Thankfully, the days where a Crystal Ball dropped at the red camp are over. It's been a while.
Ooh, Foggy taking the time to take out the farm.
That's gonna take forever.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Just put some damage on it. Leaves it be. Or Footy down here. Ooh, if you can steal the Berserker, that would be a really big pickup.
Foggy got it.
I got the Shadow Priest. The Berserker's at 1900.
Oh!
And he gets it.
And the Warden is a little bit in trouble as well. Oh boy, if Infi steals this big one now, that's an absolute disaster.
The Shadow Priest already went down. The Warden secures the last hit though.
Archer. Wow, the impact of this Berserker
Oh my
already.
God.
There's a rat tail on top of this, like not having the Berserker slows down the future creeping. But Infi doesn't need a hero, doesn't need too many units. A Footman and a Berserker is enough. Sick.
And now the MK is level 3.
Yep.
He doesn't quite have the money for the boots as he's power building. But man, the pressure again from Infi.
Yeah, he's realizing that, like, this Berserker spam, especially with this ping, it always goes in his favor. So being there, abusing that, really smart.
Warden has used so much of her mana. How much Moon Juice is left?
Oh, not much.
It's not much. Uh-oh.
And the Mountain King still has 3 Storm Bolts? 3, I guess? There's so much pressure. Typical Infi TH fashion. Early game aggression with Footman. Foggy is in a world of trouble.
And Foggy, what now? Counterattack, I guess? Alright, he's got his own Berserkers. He's threatening the expansion. But he's losing Moonwells in the main. He's not getting any other buildings up.
Yeah. This is something that Infi and TH, like, they abuse this so much these days. Killing Moonwells. Okay, how... He's getting the revenge. He got the Berserker himself. Tower down. He needs to save the Berserker. Infi, for once, not on point, not blocking, but TPing home after killing the Moonwell.
Alright, Foggy didn't lose anything there.
He's not supply stuck.
Force the TP back.
Kill the tower.
He's almost level 3.
Okay. That's something. And he got the staff.
Yeah, very important. Just bought it, so the MK can't get it for a long time.
Infi, of course, knows. He doesn't know that the Warden is still at the shop. Doesn't really matter, though. Again, Foggy plays a 2 base, 1 base scenario.
He wants to get just 1 kill for the level up.
Yeah. But he's diving quite hard. He's not going for a pass or something. He really wants the Shadow Priest out and getting blocked and getting surrounded. Has to go into Blink, and that again is a spell cancelled.
Every little thing Infi is making as hard for Foggy as humanly possible.
Yeah.
That's level 3. But that was 1 Shadow Priest kill. That cost 2 blinks, a lot of time, and a bunch of HP as well.
I was about to say, like, he wanted to save mana and then get level 3, use the level 2 Fan of Knives immediately. Instead of this working, he lost all his mana.
Oh, and now he has to TP out to save the rest of his little army. 1 archer already went down.
Wow.
Oh my lord.
Infi is not giving him anything.
No. No mercy.
Yeah, absolutely ruthless. That's what he does. Heal scroll for the Mountain King. Nice. So Warden with his level 3. Second hero? Nope. No TP, no invul. Footman sees this. Tier 2 has started. It's definitely a little later than before. Mountain King has boots though. And another TP. Where's the point of attack for the Warden? Where does he find the opening?
Yeah, this is the late game big advantage for Human, that on this map there's also no option of Zeppelin saving the economy. If the Warden does get to 5, she can abuse the peasants like crazy. That's still pretty far away.
Wow. The scan. Very good. So it's only a couple of right clicks and even the saves, my lord!
Oh my god. He got 0 peasants.
Without a Zeppelin being here. And again, just play like Infi is maybe the truest thing you can say to any human out there.
Yeah. Infi once again showing how it's done. He's making Foggy almost look like a ladder player, man. So impressive.
And this was not even his maps. Just imagine how the games look when he plays on his home turf. But never count Foggy out. We do that all the time. We definitely shouldn't. But yeah, it's rough. He's losing another unit with just against Footman and MK. Good SimCity by Foggy, so good damage uptime from the trees. But another
berserker going down though.
Yep, and another Dryad. He's just killing him. Just like TH killed Chimiko with his Footman force only. This is kind of the same. And he saves everything!
Oh my god.
Everything! Not a single unit lost. The value of the Scroll of Region now. Infi is god tier. Going Griffin Aviaries now.
Or was he going the Dragonhawk build? That was kind of a fad on Netties for a few weeks. If you're really far ahead, the Dragonhawk build, just spamming Dragonhawks at up to 70 supply, can win you the game. And yeah, this match, Infi certainly is far ahead.
Yeah, there's not only 1 or 2 moments where Infi has twice the supply that Foggy has. And the splits are pretty much perfect. He's gonna get kills now. But it's 10 minutes 30. The Warden is level 3.1. The herd peasants are saved into the back. There's no fan anymore. So this is Siphon. This is a couple of peasants, but I guess one was denied even? I'm not sure. Losing a bear on the other side. This spiral's out of control. GG, well played for the 4th time. Infi eliminates Foggy. The winner is Chinese. At least they get to the semis this time. Again, wow, what a performance, man. What a performance by Infi.
Yeah. Unfortunately, very one-sided series here in our second match, but Infi well deserving here of that victory. That was an insanely well-played series all the way through. We would have to look very hard to just find a single mistake in those 3 games.
Yeah, super stable.
Unbelievable. Infi back in top shape and a top contender for the title.
This is Iceman mode for sure. Like no opening for Foggy at all. The cheese tasted the best, I would say, on Northern Isles. It was a really cool play that threw Infi off for a little. But the Warden plays, man. Lolai was right, probably. Infi and TH, Warden doesn't work against them. There was no opening, it was perfect reactions. You stop the Warden in her tracks and the game looks like this.
And then, next round, we're gonna see him. Lawlight versus Infi. That's gonna be a great game as well tomorrow in the semis.
Absolutely. Wow. Then we're gonna see some Night Elf reactions to Infi's play, because Lawlight is definitely a little better than Foggy against this. Also, Infi playing really well against this style, but that's gonna be a hell of a match. That is top tier Night Elf play against top tier human play. This is the best in the world in the first semifinal already. This was definitely the expected result by Infi versus Foggy. Let's not downplay Foggy just from this series. He lost against TH and against Infi. That's it. He played a good tournament from Europe on the Chinese server. Once again made it to the playoffs. $1,500. Showed again that he's one of the best players when it comes to preparing for tournaments. And the Western scene, all the Night Elves, can be proud of him.
Yeah. Once again, Foggy, one of the best players that we have in Europe. Would have liked to go further here, but he's going to keep on practicing. He's not going to be discouraged, and I'm sure he's going to be a top contender in other tournaments as well.
So we get the interview with Infi, and Wong from Gonlan Harbor is there to translate.
Hello, Infi。
Hello，
恭喜恭喜！那我们3局比赛依次来回顾一下。先第一局的话，对方先是放了一个角鹰骑士的一个空军骚扰，然后你给防住了。当时这个角鹰骑士的这个打法，你有出乎你的意料吗？
我其实，在看到他没有升3本的时间，我已经想到了，但是那个时间已经来不及了。我后面是补了箭塔，但是被射掉了。我觉得第一盘比较关键的一波就是他角鹰骑士来的时候，我刚好在换家。就那一波，如果我没有在换家，我在加全力防守，我肯定是输了的。所以第一盘我觉得运气比较好。
但是反过来说，他角鹰骑士被你防住了之后啊，然后他就基本上 BW 也冲过来，就是作为前排肉盾也基本用掉了。后面角鹰也没出，转成了 AC 加山岭。然后你是因为为了打角鹰出了比较多的火枪，之后又转了一些这个南巫加上骑士，心灵火也出了。但是你80人口打对方50人口推了很久，是因为对方这50人口的质量真的这么高吗？
因为魔兽这个游戏还是兵种相克很厉害，就是山岭是纯克火枪，然后我只有火枪，我其实也不想出这么多火枪，因为我这一盘中期太缺木头了，我被他把我的木头打完了，然后还补了 BW， 我觉得没打过最关键的原因是让他练太多点了，他的宝物数量质量比我高太多了，主要还是等级宝物的问题。如果我的等级比较高，其实火枪也是能打得了。
那好在第一盘是顺利拿下了，然后第二盘 TS 双方都换了这个首发英雄，你用 MK， 对方用 Warden， 然后对方是骚扰嘛，你基本上是一个反骚扰。在经济成型之后，你开始跑起了坦克。这张图之前我也看别的这个人族选手也比较喜欢玩坦克，是这张图坦克比较厉害吗？
现在能开坦克的地图就 TS 这一张，就是大多数情况下是对抗 Warden 的时候开坦克，因为打 Warden 你出别的部队很容易对面6级你打不过这样的。坦克也是为了能让3英雄练级。
好的，那第3场的比赛里面是 EI 地图，然后你也是一个速矿，对方又是在首发 Warden 的情况下骚扰，但是好像在操作的博弈上，第3盘这个 Foggy 的 Warden 发挥不如这个第2盘好。你是觉得第3盘为什么能够快速的赢下比赛呢？
主要是他的那个开局问题，我觉得他的开局我有点看不懂啊。就是一般在右边出生点的暗夜会肯定是练雇佣兵的，暗夜无法阻止的。结果他一开始不练，然后我一个房子造在那儿，他天黑的时候练，直接就被我抢了绿皮，所以就直接崩盘了前期。
好，那这场3比0的胜利让你顺利的晋级到了4强，怎么样？现在淘汰赛打下来，今天手感怎么样？对于冠军是不是把握又更大一些了？
今天手感其实还可以，然后毕竟这是最后一次接受采访，因为我马上就要被淘汰，所以我在这里提前感谢一下吧，感谢一下这段时间陪我练习的Ice Orc 010，还有彩色，还有黑特曼。
好，你把这段
这里我已经很满意了，
你把这段台词背一下，你把这段台词背一下，那个万一你侥幸赢了，你还有一次说的机会，好吧？
好的。
好，感谢英菲接受采访，谢谢。好，今天前2场的8进4都打成了3比0啊，有点这个意料。
All right. So first question was, were you surprised by the Hippo Riders in Infi? And he said, I scouted the main. I saw he didn't tech to tier 3, so that's when I guessed it. So he didn't see the entrance of wind, but just subtracted the thought. Host asked, when there's an 80 versus 50 supply. Why don't you knock it down immediately? And he says, the Mountain Giants are good against Rifle, and Foggy's level of play was good. My lumber wasn't enough as well, so I rather played it carefully. Question, why mass tanks on Terranas? Answer is Terranas is the only map to play mass tanks, and it's just very good against Warden. And for game 3, says Foggy had a bad start and lost the game from there. Last question. How do you feel today? I need to thank TH and Ice Orc practicing with me, and I feel in good shape. I feel good enough to go to the semifinal. Okay. Alrighty. We have a little break, and then it's time for the greatest of all time against the best newcomer in the past 5 years. A 2-time champion versus the greatest of all time. That is 1-2-0 versus Moon Undead versus Night Elf coming up here at WGL Summer Quarterfinals.